you know, asked out and eventually married someone who is an icon of, Indian cinema, who is older than you, who was far more successful than you when you even started dating her, and has obviously is one of the most desirable people in our country. पहले तो मैं ये पूछना चाहूँगा, as a man, how did you even feel like you could ask her out? It's a fair question. Come on.
I have had trouble coming to that reality. Ki I can. And see, to answer the first part of the question, those factors were never the reason why I fell in love with her. You know, because why I fell in love with her was when I got to know what the human part of her, the person that she is, and there was no coming back from that. Once when I got to know who she is, I was just fully in love, and I knew that I would love to have her as my life companion, you know. And then nothing else matters. Then everything else is just, whatever life has to offer. And the other part of the question, yes. So first I used to find odd getting attention from her. I was like, hey, are you okay? Not that I was also giving a lot of attention and it was mutual, but how you are defining her, it was just that. For me also, coming from the outside and not knowing her as a human being, it was just that, because she was like that. She was a phenomena, and and she still is, but now it's just that human side has also gotten added, and now I can't, I'm just more so in awe. Yeah. So yeah, shuru mein obviously ye lagta tha ki why me? Yeah. What? But she's a lovely human being, and I just, once I got to understand that, and I got to spend time with her, and just get to know Katrina Kaif, the human being, it was just, I've never met a person like her. I've never heard her saying anything ill about anybody else. Wow. I've never heard her she's very compassionate towards people around, towards the environment that she's in, and that for me is my biggest turn on, always.
How did you? I mean, I've asked you, how did you have the courage of asking her out? But how did you eventually ask her out?
Eventually, it was just as simple as, can I take you out for dinner? But yeah, there was a journey to reach that stage, and that journey is not for the cameras. but yeah, eventually it boiled down to as simple as, can I take you out for a dinner? Yeah.
When you decided to get married, did you, again, putting yourself out there, is always a very difficult thing for a man to do, right? Were you sure that she's going to say yes when you decided to ask Katrina? Or did you ever have this fear, I may get a no, and what will happen to me then? Was that ever a mindset?
No, it was, see, the thing is, in our courtship, it didn't reach a stage where it was this suspense ki when I'll ask for marriage, it might be a yes or a no. We just knew from the beginning that this is extremely serious. It is that we are in this to look for something permanent, and we had that understanding. So marriage, to be very honest, it was not a question from one side and then an answer from the other. It was actually a discussion that we had, that, okay, you know what, now what do you think? And we just discussed it into, okay, let's get married.
Why do you think Katrina wanted to marry you? What is it about you that even all the women in this country today on Twitter are seeing a video of yours where you're dancing to Riyaz Saab? Oh, viral kar rahi hain ladkiyan, marriage material, man written by women. What is it about Vicky that women find? And for that matter, let's talk about Katrina. What is it that Katrina loves in you?
I've asked her a few times. Because sometimes I don't believe कि ये क्या हो रहा है. But what she says is that, sometimes she gets very serious, and she said that to me on certain occasions, that I just feel like you have a set of values which I admire, and you are stubborn for those values, and you protect those values, and I admire that, and I like that about you. So it was quite deep, but I was like, sounds good.
मैंने आपको बोले भी तक फोन पे मैं बात कर रहा था कि ना एक ना सिम्प होता है एक आइडिया कि जो ना जो लड़के सिम्प करते हैं
हाँ, ये सिम्प होता क्या है? मैंने ये देखा ही इंटरनेट पे, वो सिम्पिंग एंड सिम्पिंग, पर मुझे मतलब नहीं पता कि सिम्पिंग क्या होता है.
So, सिम्पिंग का टिपिकली मीनिंग यही होता है कि जो बहुत ज्यादा इमोशनली आप ना किसी को दे दो अपने आप को, एंड इट इज समथिंग दैट इज लुक डाउन अपॉन. इट इज ऑलवेज सीन एज अ टीनेज थिंग कि यार सिम्प कर रहे हो किसी के ऊपर, आप बहुत जो है ना प्यार दिखा रहे हो, और इट्स नॉट, हाँ, और एग्जैक्टली, और इतना मैस्कुलिन, इट्स नॉट सपोज considered a very masculine thing. On the other hand, मैं देखता हूँ कि Katrina also spoken about how when she was down on her birthday, you did a whole concert dancing for her. You sing her to sleep sometimes. Vicky, how are you as a husband?
I'm genuinely at a phase where I'm just trying to understand what being a husband is, and I learn every day. But all I know is that I want to see her smiling. Like, that is all that matters to me, and that is what I want to know. That whatever she's doing, wherever she is, in whichever mental space she is happy. I want her to be that person, that, you know, she is just feeling happy. And when I see that she's not feeling that, I just don't care about anything else. Maybe I've not solved the situation, but if I could just make her smile, that's it. That's all that matters to me. And it's not that I succeed every time, but you keep trying, and that's what I think it's been truly been a like, you know, a very evolving journey for me after marriage. And somebody had said very beautifully that, you know, it's not 2 points, like, you know, this is me and this is my wife, and this is not 2 points coming together. It's never towards each other. We both walk towards a common point where there's a little bit of me and there's a little bit of her and there's a new us that forms.
Beautiful.
And that is what we are searching for. So sometimes wo galti kya karte hain, we have to reach towards each other. We never have to reach towards each other. We have to reach to a place which is common, which is comforting for both of us, where there's a little bit of her and there's a little bit of me.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share.